Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host.
Hi investors, this is Anjz with a Z from First Metro Securities. In this episode of Market Bites, let me share with you our latest company update on Bank of the Philippine Islands or BPI. We are maintaining our buy call on BPI with target price at 152 pesos. Earnings came in line with our estimates, with BPI reporting 1H25 net income growth of 7.8% year-on-year to 33 billion pesos, driven by robust revenue growth, up by 14% year-on-year to 92.6 billion pesos. This offset an 11.7% year-on-year rise in OPEX to 42.7 billion pesos from higher manpower, technology, and volume-related costs. Cost-to-income ratio was 46.2%. The bank maintains a robust CET1 of 14.5%, providing ample room for risk asset expansion. Some key points worth looking at are: first, NIM continues to expand through aggressive initiatives. Despite headwinds from lower policy rates and heightened competition, BPI's net interest margin expanded by 32 bps year-on-year and 9 bps quarter-on-quarter to 4.58%, driving 16.2% year-on-year growth in net interest income to 71.2 billion pesos. Second, high-yield segment led loan growth, with total loans rising 14.1% year-on-year to 2.4 trillion pesos, pushing the loan-to-deposit ratio to 90.9%, up by 150 bps quarter-on-quarter. Third, provisions more than doubled quarter-on-quarter to 7.3 billion pesos, reflecting loan growth, though non-performing loan ratio remained stable at 2.25%, compared to 2.26% in 1Q25. And lastly, stable CASA. CASA saw modest growth of 2.8% year-on-year to 1.6 trillion pesos, maintaining a stable CASA ratio of 62.4%. On critical data points to watch, first, asset quality. While the shift towards the high-yield segment could support higher asset yields, it could also increase credit costs. Second, NIM pressure. Management guided for stable NIM in 2025, but this outlook could be affected by changes in the BSP's policy direction. To get more bullish, we prefer to see: first, NIM uplift arising from improved loan or asset mix. Second, higher market share across product segments. Third, AI investments bearing fruit, supporting customer acquisition and/or leading to operational efficiencies. Fourth, improvement in asset quality, resulting in lower credit cost. And fifth, ROE reaching high-teen levels. Again, that's a buy call for BPI at 152 pesos target price. And that's it for today's podcast. Make sure to follow us on our socials for more updates. That's First Metro Securities for our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and FirstMetroSec on TikTok. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this has been helpful.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the FirstMetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.